Hello everyone, this is Kerry Anderson. Hope you all doing well. In today's video, I'll be talking about 4 simple techniques to erase subconscious negativity. So if you like the video related to manifestation power, I would like to request you all, please do subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon or give thumbs up so that I will come up with more and more videos with lots and lots of information. So here we begin, let's go. 4 simple techniques to erase subconscious negativity. The subconscious mind is like a computer's hard drive. It saves whatever information you feed it without any bias. It does not discriminate between useful information and trash information. It just saves everything. The subconscious mind learns through repetition. So if it's fed the same information multiple times, it keeps overriding it until the information gets etched in. As you would have guessed, such information is harder to erase. For example, let's say you write, I am not good enough on a piece of paper. Now keep overwriting on top of this. The more you overwrite, the bolder the text becomes and the harder it gets to erase it later. Let's look at another example. When you first learned to ride a bicycle, you found it hard to balance, but you kept trying and could maintain balance for 5 seconds and then 10 seconds and so on. Finally, you could maintain balance for a longer period of time because of the repetition. Your subconscious mind picked up what it takes to maintain balance. Once the subconscious mind learns, it falls back on this information whenever it's required. So the next time you sit on a bicycle, the subconscious mind automatically switches on the default bicycle riding program, and without any effort you start to ride your bike. What is interesting is that if you learn to ride the bike in a faulty manner, you will keep riding the bike in a faulty manner. For example, there are people who find it difficult to drive a car while wearing shoes. They can only drive the car barefoot. This is because when they are learning to drive, they did so barefoot. How do I know? Well, I am one of them. For me, learning to drive a car while wearing shoes was like learning to drive the car all over again. So what does this tell you? Once the information is fed to the subconscious mind and is repeated enough times, it simply gets etched in the mind and is hard to erase later. Yes, it is erasable, but erasing it would require extra effort. This is actually the reason why bad habits are so difficult to break, and this holds true for both physical habit and mental habit. Physical habit equate to stuff that you do, like your daily routines. Mental habit or thought cycle, like your self-belief, your insecurities, your view of the world, etc. In a way, your mental habit fuel your physical habits and vice versa. It's cyclic in nature. Now, rewriting negative subconscious program. As mentioned earlier, your subconscious mind is like a computer hard drive, and just like we can erase and put new software into a hard drive, we very well can reprogram data into the subconscious mind. Now, the hypnotists have been doing this for ages, but the technique we are going to look at is far stronger than hypnosis. Plus, it's very simple to do. In fact, the technique is so simple you might be forced to think, is that it? So let's see what this simple technique is. The best and most effective technique to alter your negative subconscious mind pattern is awareness. That's right. You simply because aware of the subconscious pattern. Once you become aware, the additional action required to make the change follows automatically. Becoming aware of subconscious mind pattern. Subconscious mind pattern are called subconscious for a reason. They are below your level of subconscious. In other words, you are not consciously aware of them. For example, I used to have the habit of shaking my leg non-stop when sitting down, also known as restless leg syndrome. It would be many minutes, sometimes even hours, before I would become aware that my leg was shaking and I would stop doing it. But moments later, when my attention shifted to something else, my leg would start shaking again. What helped me eliminate this issue was to develop body awareness. I started to become more and more aware of what my body was doing at any given point. So whenever my leg would start shaking, I would become aware of it within a few seconds, as opposed to many minutes like before. Over a period of time, the shaking stopped. I still do it occasionally, but it's very rare, and each time, I can catch myself quickly and stop doing it. Body awareness not only helped me tackle this issue, it also helped me become aware of tense body parts so I could relax them more often. For instance, I noticed that whenever I worked on my computer, the muscle around the base of my skull, known as the suboccipital muscle, would tense up badly. This would cause fatigue, headache, and back pains. Body awareness helped me sense this and consciously relax my muscle whenever that happened. This is just one very small example of how you can overcome a subconscious habit by becoming aware of it. This habit is easy to catch as it is happening on a physical level, but there are many mental habits that happen on a mind level. You cannot see them, they just happen. For example, just like me, you might have the habit of judging others. The strange thing is that the judging happens automatically. The problem with this habit is that you not only judge others, you judge yourself too. It always works both ways. Also, what you perceive of the other can be massively different from reality because you perceive from your own belief system. The way to become free from this habit is again to become aware of your thinking patterns. As you become and more aware of your thinking patterns, you will be able to catch your mind judging others as you catch yourself judging you. Do not blame yourself or force yourself to stop. You simply become aware of it. Here I go, I am judging again. As you continue to do this, slowly but surely, your judgment of other people will start to reduce. So it comes to developing a deeper awareness. Awareness is a habit, and the more you practice it, the more it becomes second nature. I find the following 4 techniques to be extremely useful in developing awareness of your physical and mental process. The first one, consciously watching your thought. In our day-to-day life, we are lost in our thoughts for the most part. The goal is to detach from your thought for a few moments and watch them as a neutral observer. This practice can help you become aware of negative thoughts pattern. You will find yourself questioning your belief and thereby weakening negative belief and consciously replacing them with positive ones. So here's what you can do. Sit comfortably, take a few deep breaths, and calm yourself down. Start to become aware of your mind, producing thought without engaging with them. If you find yourself getting engaged with a thought, take a moment to acknowledge that and return back to watching. If certain thought produce strong emotions in you, feel the emotion instead of trying to suppress the thought. Divert your attention within your body and feel the energy behind these thoughts. As you watch your thought, you will become aware of many negative thought patterns running in you. Simply becoming aware of these patterns is enough for them to start disintegrating. Then it comes to consciously feeling your emotions. Becoming aware of your emotions help you understand the thought emotion connection. In other words, what kind of thoughts produce what kind of emotion response in your body. This can help you weaken and release the hold of strong negative emotion. What I find works best is to consciously recreate emotional responses when you are by yourself. Let's say certain situation cause strong anxiety in you. For example, there were times when simple things like walking into a crowded restaurant made me feel anxious. There was this feeling that everyone is looking at me and judging me negatively, and that thought gave rise to a set of emotions that clouded my thinking and made me feel extremely anxious and unwelcomed. When you are in such a situation, it's hard for the untrained mind to do anything, but there is a workaround. You can use the situation to train your mind. When you are back home, you can sit down in a calm place and recreate that exact scenario by running it into your mind. Doing so will evoke pretty much similar emotion, this time enough instead of being lost in your thought and overcome by the emotion. You have a choice to consciously feel your emotion, feel them fully as they arise without becoming afraid of them. As you feel your emotions this way, they start to lose their power over you. Now, what you are doing here is becoming aware of thought patterns and the reaction they create in your body. This awareness slowly starts to dissolve existing thought pattern and their corresponding emotional responses. Next time you visit the same restaurant, You will be aware when certain thoughts start getting generated and your body emotional response. But because you have already felt your emotion consciously and because you're aware of your thought pattern, you will find that they have significantly weaker reaction. Continue this and soon the reaction would die down completely. The third one, consciously feeling your body. Becoming aware of your body can help you learn how to relax your body and thereby aid healing. For example, you might have body parts that tense up when you are engaged in work and or in some activity. For me, as I mentioned before, it was the back of my head and the suboccipital muscle near the base of the skull. So that tensed up when I was engaged in work. This would lead to extreme headache and back pain and would cloud my thinking, leading to frustration. It was only after I started becoming aware of my body that I could feel these muscles all tense up and relax them consciously. I had to relax them consciously many times over while working, and after a few months, they automatically started to stay relaxed. A simple technique you can use to become aware of your body is to feel your body from within during a meditation practice. Simply feel the inside of your body starting from the soles of your feet to the tip of our skull. As you can scan your body this way, find and relax various tension points along the way. If you find certain part aching, spend some more time there and relax these parts. Relaxing your body is key to healing. The more relaxed your body feels, the more rejuvenated you will feel. This exercise is best done before going to sleep. You will feel fresh and rejuvenated when waking up. In fact, you can do this lying down in the bed. Getting in touch with your body can also help you better feel and release your emotions. Then it comes to the fourth part, consciously focusing your attention. In any given point of time, your attention is divided between myriad of things. Most of us don't have any control over our attention. It's just wander like a wild beast anywhere it wants to go. This method will help you gain control over your attention. The more control you have, the better you will be able to practice the above mentioned method. For instance, you can feel your emotions for longer period of time without getting pulled into thinking. Similarly, you can watch your thought longer without getting lost in the thoughts often. You can also stay mindful for a longer period of time. There was a time I found it extremely difficult even to read a few paragraphs of an article. Within just the first few lines, my attention would drift away into my thought. I would be reading but not understanding anything. I would then have to reread the lines again. This is what happens when you don't have mastery over your attention. And the most effective way I found to gain mastery is focused meditation. All it involves is to divert your attention to your breath and keep it there for as long as possible. If your attention wanders, bring it back again. As you keep doing this practice, you will start to gain control over your attention and your ability to focus. That's all about the manifestation. I hope you all liked it. So before signing off, I would like to request you all, please do like, share, subscribe this channel so you will get the more information. So that's all. We will definitely meet in the next video with my another content. Till then, God bless you. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe. Take care. Bye bye.